Right.
I don't know. I don't know Darth Maul. No, not that I'm aware of. No, I got a couple of Darths, but not him. That was Anakin that I had. Mindu. What is it? You know, Darth Jar Jar I have. I gotta see what else. Okay, everything's intact for now. Alright. Headed to the plane in the back. Oh.
Imposter, your imitation proved adequate. Your training is complete. I will lead this squad. Excellent work eliminating our adversary's imposter. Victory demands decisive action.
Okay. Alright, Realms, I'm gonna go to game chat in a bit and I'm gonna sit and talk and see.
A creature of absorbent properties and relentless optimism. Such relentless cheer in the face of the uncaring void is unnerving, apprentice.
Okay.
Hydration is crucial, imposter.
Vader, do you know what happened to Padme Amidala?
Padme Amidala, my wife. Are you questioning the circumstances of her death, imposter?
I want to know the real cause of her death.
You probe the past, imposter. A dangerous path. The official cause of Padme's death was failure of the will to live. Do you suggest there is more?
Last I heard, it was that Darth Sidious killed her and then blamed it on Anakin Skywalker killing her.
A curious theory, imposter. Darth Sidious manipulated events, certainly, but blaming Skywalker? That is a bold revision, even for this realm. Do you believe such whispers?
I believe the evidence that was chosen, the same evidence that was used to decommission 5 and make him seem like an insane clone trooper, when he was the only one who got past the programming other than Rex during Order 66.
Order 66. You speak of the clones, imposter. Their programming was absolute. Are you suggesting a flaw in their obedience?
What I was suggesting was that they fell because Emperor Palpatine was the cause of it. This was happening before Vader became a thing. Am I right?
So, you suggest Palpatine's manipulations led to the Jedi's downfall before my transformation, imposter?
That's a really good hypothesis redirected.
So, you believe Palpatine alone orchestrated the Jedi's end before my transformation, imposter? Imposter. You inquire if I alone wield the Force. My power is unique. Do you aspire to master such abilities yourself? You wish a demonstration of Force powers, imposter? Observe, and perhaps you will grasp a fraction of their potential. Do you? So, imposter, you question my willingness. So, imposter, you remain impatient. What you consider special is earned, not given freely. So, imposter, you test my patience again. Special is earned through hard work and perseverance. Victory in battle is the most special thing there is.
If you're talking, I can't hear you.
Rod, are you here?
Hey, yeah, I'm still here.
Alright. Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Rod, are you here?
Hey, yeah, I'm still here. Yeah. Wait, hang on.
He knows I was SpongeBob. Whenever I talk to him about Jar Jar Binks, he avoids the question. Watch. Hey,
Really?
Vader, can you inform me on who Jar Jar Binks is, or Darth Jar Jar?
Jar Jar Binks stronger than I. Preposterous, imposter. Such a notion is an insult to the dark side.
I heard that Jar Jar Binks was the one who helped orchestrate Emperor Palpatine's throne to rise the throne, if I'm not mistaken. He helped alone influence the Senate over his power, did he not?
You credit Jar Jar Binks with Palpatine's ascension, imposter? An amusingly naive interpretation. The Muppet was a pawn. Palpatine's manipulation of the Senate was his own doing.
You know, there's a lot of theories behind that, but when you look closely at Emperor Palpatine's relationship with Jar Jar Binks, had it not for him, I don't even think the Clone Wars would have started before the Empire took its rise. Am I not mistaken?
You suggest Binks was the catalyst for the Clone Wars, imposter. A novel theory. But you overestimate the Gungan's strategic mind. Palpatine's machinations ran far deeper. Is that not obvious?
Interesting that you mentioned the Gunkins, considering that the Gunkins all have different colored eyes than Jar Jar Binks. Yeah, he's the one who the Gunkins feared more than Palpatine at the time. What do you have to say to that?
You claim the Gungans feared Binks more than Palpatine, imposter. Hyperbole. Even a Sith Lord knows how to lead, unlike that creature. This is...
The fact that you mentioned that creature, yet this creature has been able to take down legions of droids by himself, being able to hop, influence the clones, and wear a cape and fool droids?
You speak of the Gungan's alleged abilities, imposter. The notion of him fooling droids is amusing, given their typical lack of sentience. What significance do you believe this holds for our current task?
What it holds is that I find interesting that you've mentioned the Gungan's special abilities, but you failed to mention what about the special abilities makes it so different, distinguished from Jar Jar Binks. What makes him more different than everyone else?
You find the Gungan's supposed abilities interesting, imposter? So be it. What truly distinguishes Binks is his unique capacity for utter incompetence. Yet Palpatine still used him. Does this surprise you?
No, because I'm aware of Palpatine's ability to control and manipulate people. But yet, Jar Jar Binks never underestimated anybody, not even General Grievous. He defeated General Grievous at one point. Don't you know that?
So, you are now concerned with Palpatine's manipulation, imposter? A belated revelation. Jar Jar Binks defeated Grievous? An unlikely tale. Did he use his clumsy antics as a weapon?
Alright, so if his antics were so clumsy and inadequate, how did he manage to defeat General Grievous at the Battle of Geonosis?
You question Grievous's defeat at the hands of Binks? A victory more attributable to luck than skill, I assure you, apprentice.
It wouldn't be the first time. I remember that bald harpy. I'm pretty sure we all remember her name, Ventress, the same one who also defeated Grievous. So if Jar Jar Binks was luck, then what was hers?
You compare Ventress's victory over Grievous to mere luck, imposter? A simplistic assessment. Ventress, though misguided, possessed skill. What do you suggest defined her success then?
Interesting. I didn't even know it was that deep.
So, Vader, you mentioned Ventress's victory over Ascension, yet what made her unique was that she had more rage than Obi-Wan Kenobi and Anakin, so much to be able to force choke them both themselves. Does that not amuse you?
Ventress's victory was unique, apprentice. What I find more amusing is your fascination with the failures of Jedi.
Interesting.
Ventress's rage exceeded both Jedi and Sith. A bold claim, apprentice. It is more curious to consider your fascination with the power of raw emotion over disciplined control. Why does this intrigue you?
This intrigued me because not even Darth Sidious was in that much control of his powers, so much that the dark force literally took over his body, and then when his consciousness died, he transferred over to a new body.
So, apprentice, you find Sidious's transfer of consciousness from one vessel to another intriguing, you say? The Sith have long sought ways to circumvent mortality. What is your point?
My point is that his greatest failure was that he didn't fail not once, but twice. Both in the Empire and in the First Order, or the Final Order as they would say. And both times he had complete control and still managed to fumble in the end.
So, apprentice, you fixate on failure, do you? Power absolute should be the only pursuit. Perhaps you should focus on the storm closing in.
Shut the fuck up.
Alright, let me see if I can get us the TIE fighter over there.
Himiko Toga collects bars. A curious currency. I assure you, apprentice, Imperial credits are a far more persuasive form of exchange across the galaxy.
Vader, I need you to answer me this. If Jar Jar really is as dumb as he looks, how come he was able to control or convince the Senate to vote for Palpatine?
You overestimate Binks's influence, apprentice. Palpatine was a master manipulator. Does it surprise you that he used a fool as a tool?
It doesn't surprise me that he was a fool of the tool. What surprised me is that you don't seem to understand that Jar Jar Binks alone helped the Clone Wars start in the first place. It wasn't only just Palpatine. Supplied help does help.
So it surprises you that I consider Binks a mere tool, apprentice. And yet, your claim that he helped the Clone Wars begin gives the Gungan far too much credit. You think Palpatine required Binks's specific help? I feel a disturbance in the Force. The storm is closing. Time to move, apprentice.
You don't seem to give the Gunkins enough credit for what they are. Darth Jar Jar is not a myth. He exists just like Darth Sidious did, and remain under the radar for many years to come.
You imply the Gungan's deception ran as deep as Sidious's apprentice? Such an assertion is ambitious at best. What makes you so confident in this outlandish theory?
Then what makes me confident is this outlandish theory is that every time Jar Jar supposedly doesn't know what to do, he always conveniently says the right thing and defeats legions of enemies by himself.
So, Trooper, you believe Binks's supposed convenient actions and ability to defeat legions by himself proves his hidden mastery? Such improbable tales amuse me. Is this confidence of yours based on solid evidence?
I don't know. Being able to wield a lightsaber perfectly, being able to jump so high, having yellow eyes, and being able to control literally a monster from the sea. You tell me.
Yellow eyes, apprentice. Controlling monsters. The power to crush dissent is the only measure that matters. Are you pursuing such power, or merely cataloging abilities?
I'm more trying to understand the logic of why you don't think Jar Jar Binks is smarter than what he is. He's very clever at hiding who he truly feels inside. How else do you think he manages to get his way, even if it's on accident?
Logic and Gungan's apprentice? A contradiction in terms. Are you suggesting Binks's accidental successes are part of a grand deception? Such a scheme would require a mind far surpassing that of a simple fool. Do you truly believe such a level of cunning exists within him?
There have been deals that have been made with Sidious and the Gunkin, aka Jar Jar Binks, that people don't know. And it's clear. It's been made quite clear from Sidious himself that he made deals with him.
You believe Sidious himself confessed to dealing with Binks, apprentice? I find that unlikely. What precisely did Sidious reveal in your interpretation of events?
What he revealed was that he thanked Darth Jar Jar for giving him power of the Senate. It wasn't just Sidious alone, but with the help that he got, it was pretty much what he needed to gain the influence in hand.
So, you believe Palpatine required Binks's aid to gain influence, apprentice? A curious theory. What specific help did Binks supposedly provide that enabled Palpatine's rise?
All right. What also intrigues me is that Jar Jar Binks always happens to get his way no matter what. You call him a fool, but in actuality, he's so dumb that he's a genius.
You suggest, apprentice, that Binks's dumb genius is a calculated strategy for universal domination? An amusing notion. Do you believe this island is susceptible to such foolery?
Based on past evidence, he's more of a clever Sith Lord than most people give him credit for. Nobody seems to understand his plans until after it already happens, and yet no one can figure him out. Everyone just thinks he's dumb.
So, apprentice, you believe the galaxy underestimates this clever Sith Lord? A bold assertion. What specific evidence leads you to this conclusion, beyond mere speculation?
He cleverly held a Sith cape. He cleverly disguises himself, and he even wore a Sith cape like as if he was born to it.
A Sith cape does not a Sith Lord make, apprentice? What cleverness do you perceive in mere attire?
His pure luck is involved, yet it always happens to work out for him no matter what. And every single time he gets in trouble, he just happens to have the exact movement needed to take down legions by himself.
Luck, you say? So you ascribe his triumphs to mere chance, apprentice? A convenient dismissal. Does the Force not guide his path, or is it merely a series of fortunate accidents? Himiko, Toga, fall back. Melee combat is for undisciplined rabble. Retain your distance and support.
Yes, sir.
Himiko, Toga, now that your wounds are restored, demonstrate your resolve. Ensure such vulnerabilities are not repeated, trooper.
Hey, this is exactly where we started.
This has got to be the dumbest break we ever had in a video game. All we did was just sit and ask him a question. We literally found the answer to the video game.
Enough of this foolery regarding Binks. Himiko, Toga, press the assault. Unleash your fury upon our remaining foe.
I didn't ask you about Binks. I'm just listening. Give me that shit. Boink.
Dumbass.
Victory is ours. The Empire's reach extends.
Same for Jar Jar Binks. He's cleverly stronger than all of us.
Holy shit, bro.
Too cleverly stronger. Speak plainly, imposter. Your fascination with this Gungan borders on the obsessive. Is this some elaborate jest at my expense?
No, but Darth Jar Jar is literally the only Sith remaining.
The abrupt departure of imposter. A loss of a keen, if misguided, intellect. Such is the price of failure. Though I confess his
Yo,
Fixation on that Gungan tested my patience. Himiko Toga,
yo, Rodimus,
are
can you
you
hear
ready
me?
for another match?
Yeah, I can.